Hi. It's time for another episode of the Full Spectrum Art Party. Are you in? My name is Star. Let's pretend that didn't happen. This is episode 9. And it's Wednesday, August 11th, 2021. I'm here. Are you here? Good. I would like to start off today's episode by pulling a card from this deck. From this deck. It's called Living Reiki Healing Cards by Penelope Quest. This is the thing I do. I like to just have a deck of cards and I shuffle them. And it's like the word of the day. Last week was compassion, and I've been thinking about that a lot all week. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others. I'm thinking a lot about, do you still wear a mask? You can, because you care about others. I know you like your freedoms, but you can also still care about others. Love thy neighbor. That's just my 2 cents. You do you. I'll do me. I'm a fan of compassion. All right, let's do this. Oh, I'm feeling the vibe of a card. I don't know. Do you ever you're supposed to pick a random card and then you're touching all the cards and then you get anxiety because you're overthinking it? Was that the card? I don't know. Is that the card? This is not the card. I don't know. So let's just calm down. This is a card. It's okay. This card, I already like it. I don't understand it, but I like it. Oops. We can try. Sometimes it's tough to try to understand someone else's motivation. Yeah. If he or she or they does or says something that hurts us or hurts those we love, but we can try it just for today. Well, no, I don't know that we should try to understand someone's motivation. I think it's okay let me think about how I want to say this. I think what they're getting at is, I don't think we should ever assume someone's motivation. But I think it's okay to remember that we're all just people doing our best. And that we shouldn't assume that they're hurting us just to hurt us. That they're probably just doing their best. And that we sometimes accidentally hurt each other because we're hurting and they're hurting and we bump into each other with our hurt. Right? But I also just we can try without any of that other stuff. Do you want to just try today? Just try. The clouds. Let's just try. Whatever you got going on, just try. Okay, let's get into some stuff. What even is this? You're watching it. It's 3 minutes in. I hope you haven't. It's almost 4 minutes in. If you're still here and you've never watched this before, I mostly talk about knitting and crochet and stuff, but there's a lot of tangents you might have noticed. And if you've watched this before and you've come back, thanks for coming back. I think we can be friends. That's why I do this. I'm just trying to connect with other people. Life is short and I'm floating out there in space, and I'd really like to kind of come down and connect with people. So there we are. I've got a finished object to show and a work in progress and some stuff. I don't know, it might be short, but then again, who knows? I'm gonna hopefully take some pictures or something to show you what this looks like on, but this is my finished object. It's a summertime thing. It's called the Cosmos Blouse. That's right. It's not blocked because it's me and I almost never block things anymore. But I'm happy to report my frozen shoulder is getting better, so I can actually hold things up a little bit better. The pattern is from the Hobby website, Hobbii. It's a free pattern. I'll link everything below. There's like a little downward V-shaped thing. You just click that and it's a description box will open up and there'll be a ton of links. And everything I talk about today hopefully will be linked there. And if I forget or miss something, just kind of leave a comment and say what, and I'll whatever. And if you leave me a comment, it'll be fun and I'll write back because I don't get a lot of interaction, so it'll be cool. And I'll talk to you a little bit about what's going on in this pattern. It's a crochet pattern. I got interested in crochet recently again. I do it off and on. And lately it's been on. And the yarn. Okay, let's talk about the yarn. This is what's left. I was kind of hoping to use it all because it's a subtle color changing yarn. And I started with white at the top. It's top down. And it was on its way to the darker and darker, and it would have been really nice had I got to the darkest blue. See that? That would have been nice, but that's okay. I have this left over. Let's see, let me show you the label. How are we agreed that no one knows how to say that? Or sheepies? Sheepy whirl. It's a nice big old cake of yarn. So what's really fun is that when you're done, you have two ends to weave in, where you start and where you ended. And the yarn just does all the work for you. It comes in tons of colors. It's really cool. This one is called Blueberry Bonbon. I'm at the stage of my life where when I want to read a label, I do this. That's the distance now. Anyway, it's 100 grams is 455 meters. However, this particular thing is, they say it's 215 to 225 grams. They're not going to make any promises here. And it's about 1,000 meters. It's great. It's 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So this is a good summertime yarn. It is wool free for those who can't or won't use wool. It's great. And you can wash it and lay flat to dry. Each color change is carefully tied in an optimum way to ensure the knot can be discreetly hidden within your stitches. I agree with that description. I don't think you'll see it. Color 755, Blueberry Bam Bam. But in my defense, it is, the first time I read it was on a cursive font, which is not friendly to my old eyes. I don't even know if you could read that. See the sass? That's to cover up my embarrassment. But here you could see the actual. All right, it's a lot of time spent on this label. Let's move on. The pattern itself is really simple, super easy to do if you are a new crocheter even. You really only need to know how to do a couple things. The beginning is a chain at the top, and then there's like a setup row. And then you are doing this V-stitch, which is a double crochet chain one, basically. And you just kind of keep going with that. And it's raglan style. So you do an extra little thing at the shoulders where you chain 3. Anyway, it's in the pattern. It's free. I'll link it. And then at some point, I kind of had to do a couple modifications. The smallest, this is not normal for me, but the smallest size was still a little big for me. But that's because it's meant to be super oversized, really, really big and loosey-goosey. And I wanted something, it's still oversized, but I wanted something to be not quite that oversized. And then also at the armhole, the way the pattern is written, the armhole is like really open, and I didn't want that either. So I seamed it up just a tiny bit on both sides like that, just a little bit. It's still pretty open. And I did a single crochet around the armhole while I was there, so it'd be in the same color. And then I'll try it on so you'll see it. It still has kind of a drop shoulder. And then at the bottom, I did the same thing. I did a single crochet, which is not in the pattern, but one row, just to give it kind of a finished, barely finished edge. I wish I had that foresight at the beginning to do that at the top, to leave enough to like wind off some of that white yarn so that when I was done, I could do a row around the top. But I think it's still okay. You can kind of see a line on the, I've made some errors, as one does. And you can see, also you could just kind of see that the line on the back, it doesn't bother me. That's how it just looks. I just also have made some errors, like there. And there's a couple places where I just made errors. But otherwise, pattern is fine. No complaints about the pattern. But you can kind of get a sense that it's cute. It's kind of got an 80s vibe. I wanted more of a 70s vibe, but I think we're good. And that's that. I wanted to make 3 t-shirts or tags this summer, and now I have made 2, so maybe I need to get on it. I still want to make a ranunculus. Not sure if I will. Stay tuned. All right, and then I have a work in progress. Oh, I'm still a little dizzy. My grand plan and my meds aren't working out, so we're shifting courses. I'm on 2 different meds, and we're gonna increase the other one now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that's going to do the trick. All right, here's my whip. Work in progress. Whip. This is the yarn. It's from Knit Picks. It's called Chroma, worsted weight, and the colorway is Ponderosa. 100 grams, 198 yards. It's a nice yarn. Machine wash cold, tumble dry low, 70% superwash wool, 30% nylon. It's very fuzzy and soft. It comes in lots of colors as well. I bought it on a sale. They had a big sale this summer. The sale is over, so I don't know what to say about that. This is the yarn. I like these kinds of colors. It's autumn vibes. It's brown, sage green, a little gray, birch, kind of a lot of tree colors, I'd say. And it does subtle color shifts, but in a way, I think it looks kind of more like stripes. And here's the hat. I've actually knit this pattern before, and I like it a lot, so I knit it again. It's a free pattern. It's called Bankhead. The author of I'll link it. The author of the pattern, I wrote it down. Their name is Susie Gourlay. Sounds French. And it's an easy pattern, and it comes in many sizes, and I like it. And what happened with this particular yarn, there was a knot in it when I was on the hem, so I had to brim. So I had to make a decision, which was, this is supposed to be 3 inches and it's not quite. I decided to go straight into the hat at this point because I felt like the way the striping was going, I liked moving into the hat, the way the colors. Trouble finding words to describe, but I think the picture describes it. It goes dark, light, dark, and then it changes colors again. It's not supposed to, but there was a knot in the yarn, and so that's what happened. But yeah, so I went with it, and I stopped ribbing because I thought it looked good. This part in ribbing and that part in hat, if that makes sense. Hope it does. So anyway, I think it's coming out nice. I think it's a gorgeous hat. I love to pose with my knits. And I can kind of model it. I shouldn't. I'll regret it. Maybe. Isn't that great? I don't know if I'll keep it or gift it. I originally thought it was going to be a gift, but I like it, so that's a problem. Anyway, I just needed to have something else on the needles. I don't have enough projects. Ugh, see, that's the regret part. That's what I look like in the morning. I have such a Anyway, I need more things on the needles and on the hooks. I do have a big old blanket. It's getting there. I'm almost done. I like having a blanket on the go. Guys, what? The rest of the thing, I'm gonna look like this now? Please. Vanity. I'm not wearing any makeup, but one thing has to look right. Yeah, I need to cast on more things. I don't have any socks on the needles because I want to do some. I love the DK sock thing that's happening. I don't know. I just got chosen to do a test knit for a shawl. I apply for a lot of test knits and I don't get chosen for most of them. So if you apply for test knits and you don't get chosen, don't despair, because that's the game. That's usually how it goes. But I just got chosen for it, and then I always have this moment of like, why did I apply for that? Now I have to do it. But it looks cute, and it's coming up. The pattern's coming imminently, so I know I have to do that. And I think there's a sock test knit coming up for me as well, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to cast on too many things, but I also kind of want to cast on a lot of things because I'm excited about things, but I'm kind of in between. What are you all working on? Okay, great. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I feel like there was something else. Oh, I've been playing video games too. So there's that. I've been playing this, I hate scary things and horror in general, but I have some friends playing this game, Dead by Daylight, and so I wanted to play with them, and so I started playing it, and it's super gross, but it's also very engaging, and so I play that a lot. The air conditioning's on because it's 100 degrees outside. I'm going to try to put on a filter to mute the sound, so I apologize for that. Oh, I've also been doing, this is not knitting or crochet, it's sewing. I like hand sewing a lot. My sewing machine is in the garage in a box. I really feel a little guilty about that, and there's a lot of clothes I want to sew. When I see them, I think, oh, I want that, but I'm I used to sew a long time ago, and then I got intimidated, and now I just love hand sewing. So I discovered this project called the 1,000 Hearts, and there's a website for it, which I'll link, 1000hearts.com.au in Australia. Thank you for supporting 1,000 Hearts to spread kindness and make our world a little better, one heart at a time. Very cute. This is a little bit of an acquisition and a little bit of a project. So anyway, this is super cute. Thanks so much, Star. Hope you love making our hearts. Best wishes, Sarah. Okay, so I don't know if you know about this or not, the 1,000 Hearts project. 1,000 Hearts is a kindness project which began in 2016. We make and share pocket hearts to bring comfort and hope to anyone who needs it. Please keep a heart for yourself before giving any away. Being kind to yourself is just as important as being kind to others. Welcome to 1,000 Hearts, and thanks for being here. That's from Sarah DeJong. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Apologies. I'm a person who says things wrong a lot. Founder and artist of 1000hearts.com.au. Facebook, Instagram, Etsy. Okay. So basically this is it. There's instructions, and this is what it looks like. I'll show you. I'll show you more better. This is my kit. I've been working the hearts. They're very cute. It was open. I just closed it. Okay. Here's an example. Here's one of the early ones I made. I had forgot how to sew apparently, but you get better. Okay. It's a wee heart. And you hang on. That's the back. You can do whatever you want. These are made out of felt. You can use fabric. You can use, different materials. It's super cute. And this one is just done with like a whip stitch. You can do a blanket stitch. You can get creative. And you stuff them with whatever you want. I put scraps. I had some really fluffy wool leftovers from knit collage, that like really thick yarn, and I pulled it apart to really fluff it out. But I was thinking if you had fabric and you just wanted to keep the wool out of it, you could just use cotton balls and fluff them out. But you could also put like little gems and herbs, and you could put any kind of little magic you want in there. And then you can give them to people, and you can keep it in your pocket and squeeze it if you're feeling anxious, or put it by your bedside table, on your desk. Anyway, you could make an ornament with it and hang it like on a tree, or you can make a necklace. You could just do so many things with it. And I love them. So I started making these. I don't know if I'm going to make 1,000. I'm just going to make them. I don't think I'm really going to keep track of them. I ordered a starter kit from her, but this is like a little, I also ordered a template because I knew I would screw that up. It's a little plastic heart. They come in different colors. You can make one out of cardboard. It's just a heart. So you could trace around felt or fabric or whatever. And you just use a little needle. And 2 strands of embroidery floss is about right. You can use thread, you can use whatever you want. I have these hand-dyed, this is what I ordered from her, hand-dyed felt that you can use. I also have some kind of natural colors of felt, neutral colors. I have some bright colors, rainbow. And here are some other little fabric-y ones. Some of them are a little fancy, embroidered. Please. Sky's the limit. These are cute and fun, and I'm kind of into it. And I have a lot of embroidery floss that I've been collecting over the years, because I also do like to do some embroidery from time to time, different projects. And if that's your thing, fun. If not, hope you enjoyed that little off-topic segment. Okay. Next. I got some stuff in the mail. Some of it is small independent makers, and one of them is a big box company. Let's start with a little thing. This came a while ago, and I kept wanting to show it, and I lost it. And I found it again, and I'm so excited. Okay, this is so cute. Look at this. And there's even a little note on it. Okay, stitch markers. Love these. Can you see? I don't know if you could see everything. There's like a little bee and little gems. Oh, that one was backwards. There, that's better. Horse feather. Right? And there's a note on the back. Like, you get this long note, handwritten. Star, thank you so much for supporting my work. Say hello to Oregon for me. I used to live in Bend. I miss it so much. Hope these stitch markers bring a little extra joy to your future project. Happy knitting. Yes, this is good. I'm a big fan. These are beautiful, handmade, and I mean, come on. So yeah, I'll link that. Horse feather. Feathers. Alaya, Cadell. I'm the butcherer of names, but a lover of this work. So, and that's from Colorado Springs. Sitting on that. Okay. Another fun thing that came in. I love this packaging. Just like, let's not make plastic. I subscribed, hold on, there, to a club because I needed to be in a club. It's been a while. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm really sick. Okay. What club, you ask? Lore. A magical yarn club. This is from, okay, welcome adventurer. Your journey with the Lore Magical Yarn Club will not be an easy one, but will reward you with treasures beyond your wildest dreams. Take this talisman for protection against the curious, spiteful, and highly magical creatures you're bound to meet on this journey. It can also be used to conjure progress in your latest whip and ward off anyone who dares suggest your stash is too large. Welcome to the Ken Yarn Lore Club, a subscription monthly yarn club inspired by folklore, magic, and monsters. Each month, yarn will ship between the 25th and 30th of the month. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is from Ken Yarn. This is July, and it's now August 11th. So if you have not yet received your July shipment and you're in this club, this one is Sirens. The Sirens above all the commotion. I'm sorry, this font. I have a little dyslexia. Certain fonts are like torturous for me. Above all the commotion of the waves crashing and my crewmates screaming, a haunting and playful melody escaped from the siren's throat, as if it had been waiting hundreds of years, only for me. My feet began walking towards the edge of the ship. I had lost control. As I leaned over the edge, raising my hands as if to dive against my will, I caught a brief glimmer of an enormous and wicked grin, showing hundreds of beautiful ivory fangs. A crewmate grabbed my collar as I leaned forward, pulling me against the mast and securing me there with an enormous rope. The 7th century Anglo-Latin catalog, Liber Monstrorum, says that sirens were women from their heads to their navels, and instead of legs they had fishtails. By the Middle Ages, the figure of the siren had transformed into the enduring mermaid figure, often depicted as terrifying and evil. Sorry, bad at this. Well, I make mistakes. I'm reframing the way I say things. Instead of saying like, oh, I'm an idiot, I say, oh, I made a mistake. It's better, right? The sirens were thought to sing so sweetly that sailors would crash their ships into the coastline and throw themselves overboard. In his notebooks, Leonardo da Vinci wrote, the siren sings so sweetly that she lulls mariners to sleep. Then she climbs upon the ships and kills the sleeping mariners. Beware the siren song, my knitting friends. That's a fun way to start a club. All right, so here's the little extra. It's a stitch marker of a moon, and it's made out of a stone. I'm not sure what stone this is. Oh, let me take it out. It's in plastic, and it's all shiny and weird. It's cute. It's all spotty. I got a spotty one. I think my preference would have been to have a not spotty one, because all those spots are making me feel weird. But it is cute. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm the only one. Okay, I'm going to show you the yarn now. It's gorgeous. This is a good clue. Okay. And I already have a project in mind for it. And I'll just say it's the Sirens is the color name, and it's on Cirrus Fingering, which is a Ken Yarn base, which is 75/25 superwash nylon. 450 yards, 100 grams. Ready? Bum, bum, bum. Ah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah. It's going into that test knit shawl I got coming up. Mwah. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. I'm going a little slow on these things because I didn't know what to choose this week. But I have a lot of stuff. Always got a lot of stuff. Okay. Number 2 is another independent dyer. And I've shown their work before because I'm an obsessed fan. Here's some of the extras. Yum. Stickers. Oh yeah. Did you catch it? Was I too fast? And they were so nice. I did, thank you for your order. I did, I placed, it was one of those frantic shop updates. So I placed an order, checked out, placed an order, checked out. And they refunded my shipping, and I didn't even ask them to, but they did. They caught it, they noticed, they ordered twice, and they refunded my shipping. I'm one of them. So cute. Cute! Alright, I ordered 2 different colorways. Oh, I'm obsessed already. Again, wrapped in this cute paper. Okay. Oh, and they go together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There it is. Okay, number 1. This was like, I don't know, I guess a mistake. I should be so lucky that any one of my mistakes in life should be this beautiful. Right? Sorry. Swipe. Wouldn't be a podcast without a swipe. Does it make my eyes look good? The older I get, my eyes keep changing colors. They're not as blue as they used to be. Okay. Not quite Blue Barrel. Alright, so Achilles sock, which is a 75-25 also. Hand dyed in Stratford, Connecticut. Right, so there's a Blue Barrel colorway, and apparently this has like an imperfection somewhere. Sorry, Kevin. I don't buy it. It's perfect. And then the other color, which these go together, I don't know, except this is TK. I don't care. Kermit! Right? It's not easy being green. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? That song always hits me in the feels. Alright, Atlas DK, 100% Superwash Merino. Love it. This color is so great. It's a good green. I mean, I know I'm wearing a different green, so I apologize because it's different. But I'll sit over here. It's great. Beautiful dyer. Needles at the ready. Excuse me. I'm in a weird mood today. Let's just go with it. Etsy store sells up fast. They always announce when the updates are happening, so you can get on there, but Etsy is kind of like a mess, so good luck. Last but not least, Nitpicks had, look at me. Etsy. Okay, so Nitpicks had a summer sale, and if there's a sale happening somewhere, I'm on it. And they always have those things where it's like, if you spend this amount, you get a free thing. And so then, of course, I do that. If there's like free shipping or a free gift with purchase, I'm interested to hear more. And I got there. I'm not going to show you everything I bought. Some of the stuff you'll be seeing, like that hat I already showed you earlier, was part of it. I'm just going to show you a couple of the things I bought because they were handy. Some of them had been put away in other boxes, and I don't know. You don't want to see everything. But I'll show you a couple of the free things I got, and I'll show you a couple of things I purchased. This is just like one little bag of purchases. I'll just show you that. I don't know. Already 30 minutes, and I didn't have hardly anything to show. I'll show you some of the chromas because I thought those were cool, and I don't know, they're here. They smell fragrant. What's going on? And this one's a little different. This is Karma Twist. I don't know if I ever bought that before, and this is quite an interesting colorway. Happy summer. Chroma Twist. This is the worsted weight in the lupine color. I wonder, yeah, there it is. There's something interesting happening inside. that's what kind of got me interested. It wasn't just the fuchsia, the hot fuchsia, but there's like purples and blues in there. That got me interested. Okay. And now we've got some other. This one looks good to me. It's neutrals. It's like blacks and grays. That color is called Wednesday. Why is it called Wednesday? Is that like a Addams Family thing? Okay. This one is very pale and subtle. Lots of gray influenced colors, pink and blues and gray. And it's called Sandpiper. Sandpiper, sandpiper, something in the sand. It's, I wonder if there's a sandy color inside. There it is. Exposed. It's very pretty. It's beachy. I like it a lot. These are all worsted weight chromas. This one's called Seahorse. More beachy, sandy colors. This summer I've kind of got the beach thing going. I don't know. There's a part of me that's really dreaming of living near there's a nice teal color in here. You want to see? It's pretty. I kind of want to live near the beach, but there's a part of me that's like, do I dare? There's a poem like that. Do I dare to walk on the beach? Do I dare to dream to eat the peach or something? You know what I'm talking about? All right, and this one's called Tiki. Don't mind if I do. Doesn't that make you thirsty? This one's just got nice, bright, cheerful pinks and oranges and all of that. One of the things I really appreciate, and yellow. One of the things I appreciate about the Knit Picks website is that their color, when you go on their website, they describe every color. So like if you're visually impaired, you can read a description, like the way they describe their colors, they'll say what every color is with words. I think that's a really nice detail that they do. Very few companies do that, but I would like to see more companies do that. Let me show you the freebies I got. I don't remember. Each week was a different sale. I think the first one was like fingering. Anyway, I don't remember, but there was like a DK and a worsted, bulky. And each week they had a different giveaway. There was like an ebook, a bag, a mystery bag. All right. Anyway, I'll show you the mystery bag and the canvas bag I got. Here's the canvas bag. This was a free with purchase 1 week. They had different canvas bags they were giving away, but I chose this one because I thought it was cute. It's a very, very thick canvas bag. It's got one big handle, so it's a tote, but it could be kind of I don't know if it's crossbody enough. Yeah, crossbody, depending on your size, on your particular size. It's eco bags. Made it cruise recycled cotton canvas, responsibly produced, fair wage, fair labor, certified B Corporation. So that's a bonus. There's also a pocket inside. It's got a magnetic closure, snap style closure, and there's a pocket. And there's this. You see what's happening here? It's cute. Cats. There's a thing with like cats and knitting. I don't have any cats at this time in my life, as I am allergic, but I do like them. I like animals. What can I say? And this, I was just curious. They had a bunch of different mystery bags. They were like mystery bag 1, 2, 3, 4. And they had a suggested retail, and I chose the most expensive one. I was like, well, I'll just pick that one if they're giving them away. Just out of curiosity. I had no idea, you don't get to know what's in them. And this is it. And I didn't open it. I wanted to wait until podcast time. So I thought I would open it together, and we could look at it and see what's inside it. Okay, first up is another chroma worsted weight in the color Mermaid, which is a lot of kind of aqua blues and teals, and it even goes pretty light, and there's even a sandy color in there, so that's nice. These do make nice hats. I don't know what else to do with them, but they're nice. Here's a Wool of the Andes tweed worsted weight in the color Dill Heather. 80% Highland wool, 20% Donegal tweed hand wash. This is a non-superwash wool. It's a great color, nice kind of olive green tweed. Alright, here is a palette. I've worked with this yarn a lot. It's a fingering weight, non-superwash wool. This color is called Raspberry Heather. It's kind of a raspberry. I don't know, it's almost more of a tomato color to my eyes, but maybe raspberry. I'm not going to argue with it. And yeah, that's a 231 yards to 50 grams, fingering weight. It's great for color. This is a great yarn for color work, for sure. All right, what else we got? It's getting interesting towards the bottom here. Let me pull out this white one, because this looks like a bear yarn. It's a natural Wool of the Andes bulky weight in white. This is a superwash. It's a hank. It says you can machine wash it because it's superwash. It is 137 yards to 100 grams, bulky. Guess you could dye it if you wanted to. And there's two more yarns in here. This is the mystery woolback number A4. I can't tell. It's not available anymore, so sorry. This is interesting. I've never worked with this yarn before. It's called Big O. I've seen it on their website. It's freaky soft. What is this? Wow. Tansy Heather, bulky weight, 110 yards, 100 grams. 50% merino wool, 50% nylon. It's very, very soft. It has an interesting texture. Yeah, Big O. And last but not least, let me just organize these together. It's interesting. I don't know how they pulled these mystery bags. Just stuff they had a lot of the extras. The colors are kind of all over the place. Interesting. Here's the last one. And this is another yarn that I've kind of had my eye on, but I don't think I've ever worked with. It reminds me of Malabrigo. It's called Muse. Elation, hand painted, 100% superwash merino, 114 yards, 100 grams, Aran heavy worsted. This is a lot like the Malabrigo worsted. It's like Aran heavy worsted. But anyway, look at all those colors. There's a lot going on in here. It's all the colors. What do you think? It's kind of cool. Again, these kind of one skein things, all I can think of are hats. I don't know what else to do. I'm open to suggestions, but when in doubt, make a hat or donate it. I'm still interested in scrappy blankets too. I don't know. I mean, I guess knits, but I don't really have a lot of use for those in Portland. I guess like one pair a year, basically, on the coldest days, but it doesn't get that cold here. 43 minutes. This is a good time to end. Remember, guys, we can try. I mean, it really depends how you say it, right? We can try. We can try. I love how they try to. It's tough to understand someone else's motivation, but we can try. I really think they're trying to say, like, don't other them. Like, don't just fight. Try to see where they're coming from. They worded it weird to my mind. They're trying to say, like, don't just be too quick to fight. Just see where they're coming from. Build a bridge. Extend the olive branch. Let's stop doing the us versus them. Gosh, I need another haircut already. Let's stop doing that. Let's just, like, come together. We're all doing our best. Compassion. I get it. And they're right. I'll try. You gonna try? Or what? These start weird and end weird. Are they weird in the middle? I don't know. Thanks for being here today. I really would like to have a co-host. If you're in Portland area and want to do one of these with me sometime, let me know. I think it would be more fun if we could like play with each other and like sass together or something. Have a great day, or in the evening, or morning, or weekend, or whatever it is you're doing. And I hope you are okay, and I'll see you next time.